If you go to the Cerritos College main page, you're going to see a little link here, iFALCON Habits of Mind campaign. When you get a chance during the week, during the next few weeks, click on that link, because you're going to see there's a whole website here that shows a slideshow of our Academic Excellence Award winners. I bet a number of you in a year, 2 years, 3 years will be in this kind of a slideshow, having excelled in your studies here. There are some student responses to the kinds of things that they found most helpful and most successful, whether it's Andrea linking up with financial aid, Jeanette organizing Katrina's response to her studies, and some contact information, including some contact info from me that has to be updated a little bit there. This website, the Habits of Mind campaign's website, is a website designed to help college students organize themselves and identify those study skills, those habits of mind that will make you successful college students. Let me change the way I said that. They won't make you anything. If you go to this website and scroll through it once and get out of it again, it won't help. Okay? However, if you take the responsibility for your success and for your studies and use some of the tools on this website to help you take that responsibility, to help you identify the things you can do to succeed, you're going to find that your options in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years are much greater than they might otherwise have been if you had simply hung back, not participated, and procrastinated. We used our college mascot, the falcon, to identify 6 strategies, 6 habits of mind that will help you succeed. Focus, how well you focus on the task at hand, on the course that you're involved in, how well focused you are in getting all the information you have available, how focused you are, for some of you, in being here on time, and how unfocused you can reveal yourself to be when you straggle in 2, 4, 5, 7, 10 minutes late, not just to an orientation but to a class, right, which is never going to help you or others. But these are strategies for how you can begin to focus your approach to your own studies. Advance is another key behavior, a key habit of mind that I want you to start to explore, and you're going to be able to explore with some of your courses. To advance is not just to sit in the course, get all the basic information, and do well in the quiz, but to think about how this course that maybe you didn't want to take in the first place, maybe you can't imagine how it's going to help you in your nursing career, or in your career as a businessman or woman, or in your career as an automotive technician, how this stuff is going to help you to do whatever you want to do. Advance means that you take that class information that for some reason is important, we've asked you to take that course, and think about how you can advance your own skills through it. How is this relevant to what you want to do, to what your major might be down the road, to the career that you hope to move forward in later on? How can we use it not just to pass a test, but to change our lives? How do we link up? That's the L in Falcon. How do we connect with other people, those instructors, our peers, our former teachers, people on campus, the staff and the departments on campus that are going to help us to succeed? We comprehend when we fully understand material, and when we don't fully understand the material of the courses that we're in, we find ways to comprehend by turning to peers, by turning to instructors, by seeking out tutors, by seeking out programs that will help us comprehend so we can succeed. Organize, we talked about that a little bit earlier, that 2-week example of the paper being due. How do we organize our schedules? Not just for 2 weeks, but for 18 weeks. How many of you work? Starting. How many of you have family responsibilities? How many of you have boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, spouses, somebody else that's going to demand your time, right? And you're all going to be taking courses as well, right? In other words, the question I'm really asking is, how many of you have lives? You're going to have lives, right? And people often aren't going to want to give up those lives for their work at Cerritos College, right? However, you have to think about the success that you are moving toward and how you can best organize your time during a given week to plan out everything you need to do to succeed in all 3 or 4 or 5 classes that you're taking. And finally, how do we develop new ideas? How do we go beyond just comprehending to develop new ideas that are going to help us to succeed and to advance our abilities? You'll find a whole variety of different aspects of these under each of these tabs. The F tab for focus, and you can click on each of these links, the A tab for advance, the L tab for linking up, etc. And each of these includes student videos, mini lectures on subjects that are related to your courses, activities, discussions, resources, a whole variety of things. Now hopefully you'll find that your courses this fall will make reference to this. They may even actually send you to this website and have you do some work to bring this work back to the class, because it's relevant to everything you do here at Cerritos. These are the skills that you want to be able to bring to every single class at Cerritos that you take to ensure that you can be successful. And we've done this because we found out that a lot of students, whether they came straight out of high school or whether they took a few years off, did some work, did some other things, had family responsibilities, and then came back into school after that, whatever it might have been, a lot of people come to Cerritos and they really don't understand what their responsibilities are, how they can best approach a college classroom. They often don't have parents who have been to college, so they don't often tell them, here's what it means to be a college student, here's what you need to do. Their friends sometimes go and sometimes don't go, and they lose contact with them, so they don't have those people to link up with. This website is meant to give you some of those resources to help you connect with each other, to help you connect with your instructors, to help you find that success.